speech, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Abdullah.
Someone has rightly said that the word impossible is found in the dictionary of fools. If you look at the word impossible itself, it says, I am possible. Mr. Contest Chairman, distinguished judges, guests, and my dear friends, good evening. Whenever I think of changing the word impossible to I am possible, I always get reminded of my father, who had a dream to serve the community by digging more wells in the desert, where villagers could easily take water from. Digging wells in the desert, especially for a person who had no financial support, is almost impossible. But my father's hard work, his dedication, and willpower to achieve his dream made it possible. You should know about the empty quarter desert in Saudi Arabia. We belong to that area. The people who live there suffer from lack of water. There was just one small well for the other villages in the past. The villagers were coming to that small well to get water for themselves and for their camels and sheep. They tried to dig more and more wells near their village, but unfortunately they didn't find water and they failed. My father was one of those people. Digging more wells was my father's dream since his childhood. With time, my father reached the age of 18 and took a loan and bought digging equipment and brought workers and came back to the village to start digging day and night. Unfortunately, he didn't find water. He tried again and dug in several places, but also he couldn't find any water. He felt despair. The worker said, "We will not find water in this desert." He became very sad and left that mud house and went to Athens and stayed in it. But he didn't give up because he wanted to make his dream come true. He dug again, and finally, after hard work, he found water. And he succeeded in making his dream come true. Now about 4,000 people are drinking from those wells. The villagers named the wells after my father. Those are Etran wells. Etran is my father's name, and today I feel proud to tell his story, for which he will always be remembered. My father has inspired me a lot. So now I'm trying to dig more wells in that dry locality, which is the biggest desert in Saudi Arabia. And life there is so difficult. I know it's not easy. But I also know it was not easy for my father too, but he did it. So if I also try like my father, I'm sure I will succeed. Friends, there are many true famous stories of people who changed the impossible to the possible. Like Colonel Sanders. That is a legendary man whose picture is on every Kentucky boxes. The owner